Welcome back to Blizzard Abroad. The title of today's video is Desperate Men Keep Making Themselves Targets Overseas. And this video isn't to shame anybody, it isn't to make fun of anybody. The reason why I'm making this video is because I just recently seen, the incident in Colombia where the two live streamers on Christmas Eve got drugged and robbed while doing the live stream live. And honestly, this is the second time that we've seen this type of situation happen with a live streamer. But that's not really the point. The point I get to when I see these incidents is basically I ask myself, what is it going to take for us to learn, right? We see people making videos reacting to this, but what are we learning? Like for me, it's not about making a video, to down somebody, to make fun of them, to get clicks and views. What are we learning when this happens? Because obviously we're not learning anything if this keeps happening over and over and over again. And it hasn't been, front page news lately, but it doesn't mean that it's not happening, because we in this genre, in this community, we hear the stories all the time, over and over and over again. And it does make you question, when the fuck are we gonna learn? Like, we're grown men. We're supposed to be the logical thinkers, as many people say. But a lot of us are just moving off of emotion and desperation, right? We're operating off of the fact that we believe the grass is greener, right? We've been told for so long, and the message is being sent so strong that, everything in America is ruined and everything outside of America is perfect. And that's not the truth. The grass isn't always greener on the other side. And the fact that some people believe that is mind blowing. You don't know what the grass is like on the other side, right? You don't know the soil composition. You don't know what the soil composition is on the other side because you haven't had your feet on the ground, right? You may show up and it's astroturf. It's fake. Everything's fake. You don't know. But the thing about it is that people are giving advice every day also. We're choosing not to take it serious. We're choosing to make fun of these guys that are having these experiences instead of learning from them, right? And we have nobody to blame but ourselves, because the information is out there. The information is being put out over and over and over again. The fact is that, we understand why men are choosing to take these risks. We understand that some men are lonely, they feel unseen, unheard, unappreciated here at home. But what we don't understand is why they choose to move out of desperation, why they choose to operate out of desperation, right? Why, when all of these content creators, people are putting out good information, good tips, why are we still choosing to move out of desperation? We all know that when you operate out of desperation, right, it gives off a scent. It gives off a scent. People can smell it. The wolves can smell it, and they're waiting for you, right? You're getting on that plane as a broken man, And somehow, in the midst of that flight, right, we transform into Superman. We get off that plane like the Hulk, you know. But all that's doing is painting a bigger target on our backs, because we're not taking the time to learn the environments of which we're stepping into, right? We don't know the culture. We don't know the customs. We don't know the movers and shakers. We don't know who's the good guys and who's the bad guys. And the people that we choose, the people that choose to give you this information, we're ignoring, right? We're not taking time to vet people that we're allowing into our lives. And we're not taking the time, right? We'll vet everything else. We'll vet every single thing else in our lives. We vet our mechanics, our doctors, right? We vet the restaurants we eat at. We look at the reviews before we even show up, or word of mouth, right? But we won't vet these people that we're sending thousands of dollars to, or that we're going to sleep next to in a foreign country that we don't even know. We'll vet the people giving us advice, right? More than we'll vet total strangers, right? We're assuming that just because these women aren't American women or aren't Western women, that they have our best interest at heart. And it's just not true. I mean, it's possible. I'm not hating on anybody for traveling. Anybody that's watched my channel knows that. I'm not trying to discourage men from traveling. What I'm saying is that we need to be careful. We need to protect ourselves. Your safety should be your number one priority. Why are we going somewhere where we know nothing about? We don't know the rules of engagement. And we're dropping our guard instead of raising our guard more. You should be more vigilant when you're in an unknown place, dealing with people that you don't know. You should be more vigilant. Like I said, this isn't judgment. This is a wake-up call, a reality check. I know we've heard how bad Western women are. I know we've heard how bad American society is, right? But that does not mean that we place other women on a pedestal or anything that's unknown to us on a pedestal. We shouldn't be placing any women on a pedestal, right? Yes, we should move with respect. We should respect everybody until they give us a reason not to. But to place somebody on a pedestal is to give them your power. And if it is a genuine connection, to place somebody on a pedestal is basically setting up unrealistic expectations for that other person. They're never going to live up to the expectations that we place on them, because we're telling ourselves that they're going to save us. Nobody's going to save you, especially from yourself, right? We keep saying this over and over again. Work on yourself. If you're building yourself the right way, you will attract the right people to you. If you're trying to take shortcuts, the proof is going to be in the pudding. You cannot take a shortcut to life. There are no quick fixes. If you're broken in America and you don't take the time to fix yourself, you're going to be worse in a foreign country where you have no safety nets. If you go broke in a foreign country, or if you get taken advantage of in a foreign country, the same guys that told you that everything was perfect over there, they made videos pushing that message, they're going to make fun of you. They're going to have thumbnails of you on their next videos. But the funny thing is that you never hear, I've never once heard a content creator, after somebody got hurt or taken advantage of, say that, hey, that was my subscriber. That guy followed me. They'll never admit to it. They'll make another video saying, hey guys, the West is so ruined, and all you got to do is escape the West and you'll be okay. Right? And it's just not true. There's no quick fixes. There is no magic potion that you can take. There's no magic woman out there that can fix some of the issues that we have. We need to do it ourselves. Right? And, desperate, lonely men, naive men here in the West, they're going to be even worse overseas. So those are the things that you need to work on here first. And it can work. I'm not saying it can't. It can work. If you're looking for love overseas, you can find it. We've seen plenty of, instances, plenty of proof that it can work. But you got to do it the right way. You have to do it the right way. And that's all I'm saying here today. Vet all women. If you're staying in the West, I would have the same advice for you as I have overseas. Vet all women. Set standards and boundaries for all women. It's time to wake up. It's time to wake up. I'm sick of seeing these stories of men, selling their self the dream. Because at the end of the day, we could bang on the content creators, but it's up to us, whether we take their advice or not. We're selling ourselves a dream. We're giving away our life savings, our livelihood. And some men are losing their lives. The two streamers in Colombia, Captain G and Chris Travels, I can't blame those women for what these men, the situation that these men put themselves in. Yes, they take some of the blame for taking advantage of vulnerable people. But as a man, you're responsible for your safety. And overseas, you should be extra vigilant. There's no excuse. There's no excuse for a man sending his life savings to somebody he's never met. There's no excuse for a man going overseas, dealing with a prostitute, and getting taken advantage of. I'm not saying do it or not, don't do it. All I'm saying is protect yourself. You're responsible 100% for your safety overseas. And we need to be better. We should be learning from these situations. And at the end of the day, it's on us. So let me know what you think in the comment section. You agree, you disagree with me? Leave it in the comment section, man. Start a conversation. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe. And until next time, visit abroad.